Short of the cycle. Why no triple?
I guess I eat my Wheaties this morning or something. I ain't wear my good luck boxers.
Swing. Did you feel like you got into that one pretty good?
I knew when I hit it, it was gone. It was just a matter of it was staying fair. I was like, oh, I kind of hit it too high, but I was like, come on, win. I was kind of blowing at it, so it went out. So
Did you one-hand that? The home?
to be honest, I don't remember. I don't remember.
You're coming out of the TCU series. Your batting average was 269 over the course of the Marshall and this series. I mean, you're well up over 300. What's different for you now that, maybe was different, from then till now? What's worked for you? What's been different for you?
Just a matter of focus. I know it's a long season. We're in conference play now, so these games are way more important. I mean, every game is important, but when we get to conference play, it's a new season. So new season, fresh mind.
Were you mad, like, when you see your batting average is like 269, and does that tick you off?
It don't bother me. I mean, freshman year me probably bothered me, but now I just go home, probably go to sleep and play some video games to get my mind off it, but it don't bother me.
Austin, where do you think the confidence level of this team is at right now after sweep?
Oh, it's very high. We got to keep it high, but at the same time, we just got to stay confident and stay arrogant, Our confidence is very high. We just came off a sweep, just came off a series win at number 12 TCU back then. So we just got to keep that momentum going into our next midweek game coming up Tuesday, I think.
Seems like you guys have slowed down a little bit in terms of stolen bases, being a little bit more picky when it comes to those attempts. Is that just by nature of the opponent, by nature of kind of how the games have flown here lately? Can you take us through that?
That's kind of how the games are going. We're hitting right now. The pitchers they're doing a great job of holding us, but at the same time we're hitting, so no need to run into no dumb outs. Let our hitters hit, and the outcome's going to be good like this weekend.
I got to ask you, this aggressive style of play that you have, is that something you've always had or picked up as you got older in baseball? How do you put your style of play into words?
It's kind of something I always had. Actually, being a football player before I played baseball, I just kind of transferred that energy over to baseball, and I just kept it going from there.
Coach said he's had to try to get you to focus because he said you would focus that on the other team. Now you're focusing it on the crowd, and he's trying to get you to focus that on your teammates now. Has that been a process at all? Or?
No, not really a process. I mean, I do it for the fans.
Right.
I do it for all 1.8 million, the WVU on my chest. So at the end of the day, I'm still going to do it for the fans, but I can still stay focused at the same time.
What position did you play in football?
I was a quarterback and free safety.
You think about playing in college?
Yeah, I had a few offers, but my dad played football at University of Florida, so it's kind of like he told me, do you want to make money or you want to get hurt at college? So I was like, makes sense.
You miss football at all?
Oh, yeah, I miss it every day. I watch my highlights every now and then just to reminisce on it, but, yeah, I miss it a lot.
I was going to ask you about Friday night, obviously, the mishap at home plate, and then the next day I think you slid across home right, and I think did you look and turn to the umpire after you?
Oh, yeah, he was like, make sure you touch home plate. I was like, oh, I definitely touched it this time. To this day, I still think I touched home on Friday, but, I mean, the world never know at this point. It's in the past.
Right.
The momentum that you guys have right now, 10 out of the last 12 you've won, how can you continue to carry that into this coming week with obviously a big test coming up next weekend?
We just got to play like we're 0-12 right now. At that point, just keep it 0-12, get an 0-12 mindset, act like we're losing the game instead of winning.
When something like that happens, like what happened on Friday night, or getting picked off seconds, you found a way the entire weekend to bounce back, to make great plays. Some guys, let that stuff crush them. Obviously, you don't. I mean, how does that work?
It's kind of just a mindset. You just got to flush things. Baseball is a mental game. It's actually a game of failure. But at the same time, why think failure? Just think of the next play that can happen.
Anything else, guys?